Like they say, the only good thing Microsoft browsers are for is for downloading other browsers.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to install macOS on a PC using just a few handy tools. For this, you'll need a real Mac, a USB 2.0 flash drive, PC, and a Hackintosh install disk. I'll show you how to get one of these legally from Apple in just a moment, so don't worry if you don't have one. To begin, you'll need to plug in your USB into your Mac. Open the Applications folder in Finder and navigate to the Utilities folder. Find Disk Utility and open it. Look for your drive on the side of the screen and click it. Then click the Partition tab. Now, go find Current Partition and drop down to 1 partition. Now make sure macOS Extended Journaled is set as the format and click Apply. This will wipe your USB drive, so make sure you've backed up anything on it. At this point, you should open up the Mac App Store and search for the latest version of macOS. If you want to use an older version, go into the Purchase tab at the top and download it from there. This is going to take a while, so go get something to eat, as it's over 6 GB or so. When it's done, it'll auto-start. Press Command Q to close it, and then you'll need to download another program. This time, you'll need to download the correct Unibeast version. I have multiple links in the description for everything you need in this video, so just go ahead and find the macOS version you're installing and download it. Once it's finished downloading, unzip it and find Finder, then hold Control and click it. Then press the Open option. You'll need to do this or else it won't run. Give it permission to run, and you should be greeted with a screen that looks like this. Click through the agreement and select your drive. Press Continue, and you should be on the OS selection screen. Here, you should see the OS you want to have downloaded. Select it and click Continue. If you don't, make sure it's in the Applications folder of your Mac, or you might have downloaded the wrong version of Unibeast. Take a look in the description to see if you have the right macOS version. On the next screen, you'll first want to try UEFI mode. If this doesn't work later on, you may have to use Legacy, but I would really recommend against it, as it just causes issues. The next step is important, so it might be different. If you have an older NVIDIA or ATI card, like a GT card, select the appropriate option. If you have a newer ATI or NVIDIA card, like a GTX card, don't choose anything and just press Continue. If you have troubles later, you might want to change this. On the next screen, confirm your options and press Continue. Type in your password and get everything ready. This is the longest part, so give it some time. Disconnect your USB drive from your Mac and plug it into your PC. You may need the Mac later, so keep it handy. Put the USB drive into your PC and turn it on. Access the device selection screen, usually done by mashing F12 while you boot up, and select your USB drive. Make sure you boot in UEFI mode, unless you chose Legacy. In that case, well, choose Legacy. You may need to change some BIOS settings to get this to work, but if you get to this screen, you should see a disk labeled External. Upon selecting this by pressing Enter, the screen should go black for a few seconds. Then you should see the Apple logo appear. If it flashes the Apple logo momentarily and your computer reboots, it could mean you're not booting in the right mode. Make sure you're booting at the same mode you set up before, and go back and try Legacy boot if it's not working. If the Apple logo stays on screen until you get to the setup screen, you should be pretty much good to go. If you see any graphical errors while booting up, it's most likely okay. On the setup screen, go to the top and find Utilities. Drop down to find Disk Utility. Find the drive you want to install Hackintosh onto, then click the Erase tab, and make sure it's set to macOS Extended Journaled. Press Apply and let it go. This will wipe your drive, so make sure it's the right one and you've backed up everything on it. When it's done, press Command Q to exit and press Continue on the installer. Agree to the agreement and select the drive you'd like to install on. Now it should just start installing. It took about 20 minutes for me, so let it install. Once it reboots, make sure you boot to the USB drive again. We'll fix this soon. This time, choose the drive labeled UFS and press Enter. This should load macOS. I'd recommend not using your Apple ID, as this is technically against Apple's terms of service. Once we're at the desktop, there's a few more things you'll want to do. The first of which is download a tool called Multibeast. If you don't have an internet connection on the Hackintosh yet, this tool will help us fix it. You might need to download this on another computer and transfer it to the Hackintosh. Either way, once it's on the Hackintosh, launch the tool the same way you did last time. Hold Control and click it, then select Open. Once it loads, choose Easy Beast on the side panel. Then go to Drivers at the top and click it. You'll want to select every piece of hardware that your computer has installed, like sound devices. When you're done with that, choose the drive you want to install Hackintosh onto. Then press Enter. It'll take about 5 minutes depending on how many additional things you're installing. Once it's done, press Command Q to exit. Now, you will need to go download another program. Download EFI copy from the description of this video and load it into the Hackintosh the same way you did the other program. Unzip it and run it the same way. Hold Control and click it, then select Run. Press Enter to agree and type in your password. Press Enter again, you should be greeted with the main menu. Press the 3 key on your keyboard and press Enter. Now, select your USB drive and type in the number to the left of it. Then press Enter. Once it finds the source, press the Y key and then Enter to confirm it. Now, find the hard drive you've installed Hackintosh onto and type the number to the left of it. This is most likely your second one. Press Enter, then press Y. Press Enter again and let it scan. Press Y and then press Enter when you see the next prompt come up. Now let it copy. On the next prompt, press Y and then you should be returned to the main menu. Press Q, then Enter to quit and reboot your computer. This time, boot to the hard drive you installed Hackintosh onto, instead of the USB. Select the HFS drive again and your computer should boot to Hackintosh. And that's pretty much it. You're done. Congrats. If you liked this video and found it helpful, give it a like. If you dislike it, you know what to do. You might want to subscribe if you want to see a comparison between Hackintosh and Windows 10 on this computer. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.